Hi guys, this is Trin from the How To Duo, and today I'm going to be showing you how to trim and rearrange a succulent arrangement that's kind of just growing all over the place. So I have a planter that I created about a year ago, and the succulents are kind of just hanging over, growing too long, kind of looking a little wild. So 5 days ago, I trimmed the tops off of all of the succulents in my arrangement, and I let it callus over. And what that means is you kind of just let it dry and form like a little scab over the stem of each succulent. This step helps prevent root rot when you replant them, because if too much water gets into it, it could rot. So that kind of helps prevent that. It doesn't guarantee it, but it helps prevent it. To be honest with you though, I've planted succulents before where I just trim the top off and I go straight from the trim to soil and they grow just fine. Not all of these will grow when I replant them, but for the most part, almost all of these babies will. So these are ready to go, but before I replant them, let me go ahead and show you what my succulent arrangement looked like 5 days ago and what I did to trim these all off. So as you can see, this planter needs some help. All of the succulents are overgrown. They're hanging over the planter box. This one right here, there's flower growing out of it. It's looking weird. That little guy right there, I could cut and replant. There's a little baby growing out of it. Look at these ones. Ugh. They need to be trimmed down. Look at them. They're like hanging on to dear life. These little guys are babies that are growing out. They could be trimmed or pruned and replanted. But as you can see, everything just screams, help me, help me, help me. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So here are my pruning scissors. I got them at the 99-cent store. But you could just use regular scissors. I like these because there's that little circle that lines up with the stem nicely. So what you want to do is just cut up the top of all of your succulents. I'm placing it on top of paper towel so that it dries faster. Again, clip off the top. And when you put it on top of a paper towel, it's going to give it time to callus over. Then you're going to want to clip off all of your succulents just right at the top or the bulb or the flower of it. We call it florets. And if you have extra leaves, just pull them off, twist them, and you could propagate those. And I'll do another video later about propagating succulents. So again, I'm just clipping away and I'm pulling off the leaves, saving them to propagate. You want to twist them off, don't break them, twist them gently off. If they're super soft, you don't want to use the leaves, you want to use the firm ones. So here I am clipping off another one. These leaves right here clearly are too soft, so I'm going to pick those off and toss these ones. And then once I start feeling that the leaves are more firm, those are going to be the ones that I want to try to propagate. And again, I'll be making another video on propagating succulents using the leaves. And these ones I'm just saving the florets so that I could replant them. That was the state of my planter box 5 days ago. And now I'm going to show you how I'm going to take out all of the roots from the old succulents that I trimmed off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wiggle each one until I could slowly lift the root. Ooh. So there's one of them. And I have these old planter things that I'm going to put them in, or little pots. And I'm just going to see if I can actually regrow that too. I'm gonna remove all this dirt. I'm actually gonna save the dirt and throw it into a hole that my dogs dug in the backyard. So recycling everything. So I got a bag of all-purpose gardening soil. So I'm just gonna fill this up with the soil. There's cactus soil that's probably better for succulents, but I like to get the all-purpose so I can use it for my herbs and stuff like that I plant. Now that the soil is all into the planter, I am ready to plant these little florets. I'm just going to place them into the soil where I want them to go. So I'm going to spread these out. There we go. Just wherever I think they should go. There we are. Let's have this one here, and here, and here. Next, let's go with this one. This one. Kind of just place them wherever you want. Let's go here. That's a pretty one. And I'm going to put this one right here. Pack the soil underneath it. Let's put this one here. That's a pretty one. That one, let's put here in the middle. And this one, let's go here. There's really no, like you can't really go wrong. They're gonna look good no matter what. But I like to kind of mix them up. Like these two are too similar, so I'm gonna move it and maybe replace it with this one. Actually, let's move this one. And then let's put this one here. Because I have a lot of these guys. Let's see, there's one here, so, and one there, so I'm just gonna put one in the corner here. Now I'm going to take the rocks and I'm just going to place them around it. So I got a mixture of super big and small ones, so I'm going to put some of the big ones around, distribute them. I'm just going to gently place it around each succulent, kind of as a support almost. As you can see, it's starting to look pretty cute. The rocks right now are bigger than the succulents, so you can't see them as well, but they'll start growing in a few weeks here, and then they'll get bigger, and then they'll be the main part of the box versus the rocks being the main part. I don't like this one. I'm going to move this one. This one looks unnatural. Put this one in the corner, put this one there. Almost done here. Get down to my final few rocks. This is the last of them, and I'm just going to strategically place them wherever I feel that it looks bare. This one needs a little support here, this little guy. And that's it. Succulents replanted, and these are grow in a few weeks and they'll look a lot better than how they do now, but certainly looks better than how it did 5 days ago. The last thing I'm going to do here is just very lightly water it, very lightly. Literally like I'm washing my hands over it. You want the soil to be just a little damp, but not too wet. If you don't let it callus over, you shouldn't water it at all. You should put it in dry soil. All right, I'm done rearranging my succulent arrangement. It looks a lot better than it did 5 days ago. And in a couple weeks, I will give you an update. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website at thehowtoduo.com. Thanks for watching.